Alright, so this is the Infinix Hot 12 I've been using for some time now. It is the first Infinix smartphone to run Android 12 out of the box. These days, buying an entry-level smartphone is no longer as budget-friendly as it used to be, and that's because of the high exchange rates. But somehow, Infinix manages to keep the price of the Hot 12 at 95,000 Naira, which at the end of this video, you will decide if it is fair or not. Accompanying the device in the retail box are all the essential accessories. When you open the box, the phone will first greet you a carol, and below it is a protective case greeting you a carson, while the last compartment contains many accessories greeting you a carless. So it includes the 18-watt fast charger, a pair of earphones, and a USB Type-C cable. Now let's unwrap the device. The Infinix Hot 12 I have here is the resin black color. There are blue, gold, and green colors, so it depends on the color you want. One thing you should be mindful of is the back cover. You can see it is shining, and that's because it is made of glass, a very cheap glass that can break effortlessly, get scratched faster than the speed of light, and pick up smudges easily. But there's a way to get around those problems, and that is by using a protective cover, and thanks to Infinix for including one in the box. So if you use the protective back cover or body cover, it will save you from cleaning the smartphone every second. So it's better you always use the protective back cover. The moment you unbox the smartphone yourself, make sure you use the protective back cover, attach it to the smartphone. It will save you a lot of headache. You see, one thing I like this smartphone for is the fact that it comes to a good processor, the MediaTek Helio G85 chipset, which is okay for an entry-level device, especially if you love gaming and you don't have so much money to spend. It is a 4G chipset, so this smartphone is not 5G connected, it is 4G, and it is paired with 4 gigs of RAM that you can also extend up to 7 gigs of RAM virtually. The storage capacity is 128 gigs, and you can expand it at the micro SD card space up to a terabyte. Now let's talk about the display. There are some quicks to mention there. The smartphone has 6.82 inches and you have 90 Hz refresh rate, 180 Hz touch sampling rate, and then you also have an IPS LCD touchscreen with 720p screen resolution. So if you look at it very well, you will notice that there are some strengths and weaknesses. First, the 90 Hz refresh rate is a welcome development for an entry-level smartphone. But you see the 720p screen resolution, it affected the display, especially if you are viewing media, consuming media. The screen is not sharp. A 1080p, which is full HD plus resolution, would have been better, but sadly, you have to settle with 720p for the price of 95k you are paying to get the Infinix Hot 12. And then the IPS LCD, the brightness is okay when you are indoor, but when you are directly under the sun, sometimes you have to strain your eyes to see what is going on the screen. Aside from that, the screen is just average, nothing spectacular. Now when it comes to the camera, the dot-in display has the 8 megapixel selfie camera. Let me just show you some samples I took. The pictures are okay, especially when you are having good lighting position or in daylight, you can have excellent or great pictures. Then for the back, you have 13 megapixel main camera. The other two are 2 megapixel for portrait, for macro lens, and for depth sensor. The pictures as well are not fantastic, they are not bad either, it's just average. It gives you what you need for 95k smartphone. Then the video aspect, you can record up to 1080p resolution, so there's no 4K. The battery of the smartphone is 5000 mAh and you have 18-watt fast charge. All the time I use this smartphone, there was never any time to set the phone off. It would conveniently take you for 2 days before you need to top the battery up. And then you have the 18-watt fast charge, which will still help you to boost them up quickly as well. And the software is Android 12. The screen software is SOS 10.6. Nothing has really changed when you compare the SOS 10.6 to the previous SOS 10 or SOS 8. This is the first Infinix smartphone to run Android 12, and then this smartphone might not upgrade to Android 13, but the Android 12 is a good development unlike the Infinix Note 12 wey come with Android 11. So if I look the software aspect, I recommend the Hot 12 over the Infinix Note 12. Well, that is it. That's all you need to know about the Infinix Hot 12. If you ask me if I recommend this amount for you to buy, well, one thing is that I recommend this Hot 12 ahead of the Note 12, because the Note 12 is the same thing as the Note 11, and I've already made a review of the Note 11 some time ago. I'll drop the link somewhere here so you can click it so you watch the Note 11. What I'm trying to say is that the Note 11 is the same with the Infinix Note 12, so there's no, forget about the different names, they're just the same. But let me know what you think about the Infinix Hot 12 in the comment section. Do you think 95k for the Hot 12, do you think is an overly priced tag, or is a decent price for the smartphone? Well, let me know your opinion in the comment section. Remember to subscribe and turn on the post bell. It's my D. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around in my next one.